hand.
Whip.
So yep. All right, what's next?
From Comic Book Resource, why John Wick 4 didn't bring back Halle Berry or John Leguizamo?
Because they didn't want to. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I'm about to pull the article up and talk about it, but before I pull it up, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, John Leguizamo's character was cool. Hey, the coolest thing that happened in John Wick was that first movie where it was like the mob boss calls John Leguizamo, "Did you hit my son?" "Yes, sir, I did." "Why did you hit my son?" "Because he stole John Wick's car, sir." Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Coolest thing ever.
That's how you got to know, like, wait, John Wick is not just an ordinary guy.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, because most mob bosses would be like, "I don't give a, you're dead." Yeah, and John Leguizamo would have been dead. His character would have been dead in any other scenario, in any other universe, but not in this universe. not for Awakening the Beast that is John Wick.
Yeah, I think if
before we read it, what do you speculate
to? The story though, I think that John Wick 4 was already crammed enough with almost 3 hours.
I mean, but in any of the sequels though, what do you think? Why hasn't
It's interesting because like with every John Wick movie, they go forward with another point in each story.
Right.
With that John Wick 1. John Wick goes, a full on revenge to kill the man who killed his dog and stole his car. And then John Wick 2, at the end of it, they put the bounty on him for what I forgot how much it was. It was like $1 million.
It got up there to the millions after a while towards the end of the fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah. So going all the way to the third and the fourth one, that I guess they could have put those characters in a different film because what was it? Halle Berry was in the third one,
right?
And I just think that I don't think they had any room for these characters really, if you think about it, because they're constantly introducing new characters. With John Wick 4, they introduce Hiroki Sanaka. I'm saying.
Yeah, you're doing it better than me.
His character, and then Donnie Yen's character.
Yeah.
And they were both badasses.
Yeah. And it's not to say that they might not come back if there's another installment or in a spinoff. It might make more sense in a spinoff. Yeah. And like in the Continental, or what is it, Bella? The
one that Ana de Armas is
gonna be in. What is that called? Is it Bella's or something like that? Yeah. Maybe in something like that. I can see it, but. For me, I said it. For me, let me pull it up.
For me,
it's just that I think John Leguizamo's character is less necessary than even Halle Berry's character, because he was probably had territory. He was probably a big deal in a lot of ways, but for the most part, we just looked at him as just a dude that was just running a chop shop, and wasn't really all that big of a deal. And he had respect for John Wick and was an ally, so there's no need to. John ain't. I mean, even if that bounty went up to $1 billion, I don't think John Leguizamo's character would have even budged. And I ain't going after John Wick for that. Yeah, I won't help him, but I won't try to hurt him. Like I feel like, the second he knew John's car was stolen and brought to his territory, he immediately showed the ultimate respect to John Wick by dissing the boss's son and like bitch slapping. So there's that respect and that need coming up. John can get a car. He's proven he can get a car anytime he damn wants to. Yeah. So it's lots and lots of guns.
And I think they already had a recurring character with Lawrence Fishburne coming back.
Yeah.
But when you're saying that John Wick has history with both of those characters, Halle Berry and John Leguizamo.
I think Halle Berry was like his like a protege or something like that, or at least a close friend.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, because I think they already confirmed a John Wick 5 because of the success.
They better.
So I'm thinking for John Wick 5, make it a prequel. For me.
I said that. I feel like it should be a prequel, but they're not. I think they're gonna keep going.
How?
Most people. I even put a poll up on this channel for a prequel or an installment or a fifth installment. They're like, people were like, no, keep it. No, people said they'd rather go forward. If I'm remembering correctly, I think they voted more to keep going forward.
After John Wick 4, how? Unless if
unless he just didn't die.
Yeah,
he passed out. He just passed out. I
want to know how he became, who he is.
I want them to tell that story if in the Continental. Could you imagine during the Continental episodes, like every now and then when John Wick keeps coming up, somebody tells another Baba Yaga story, and you just see little flashbacks here and there or something like that. Maybe something like that to throw in. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
I'm pretty sure the Continental takes place after John Wick 4, doesn't it?
Oh, they can still tell the story. If they think he's dead, there could be one episode. You could have one episode where people who know and respect and love John Wick can sit down and talk about how he became the Baba Yaga and make that at least one episode. And then just be a young-looking Keanu Reeves doing whatever the hell he did to get out of the game. At least one, maybe. I mean, if they're not going to make, but I would prefer a movie.
I would prefer a movie too.
I would prefer a movie. I think a movie would be more profitable. It would make more sense.
Maybe not even one, like 3.
It could be a trilogy.
Yeah.
You get a young person playing a young Keanu Reeves and doing whatever the hell he did to get out of that situation. That's a movie right there. As far as Halle Berry, there's more. I can see, especially in part 4, I was surprised she didn't come back because he went back to the Middle East. Yeah, which is close to her territory. So I was like, dude, where the fuck is she? Did she quit that? Because she was the manager of that Continental there, right? And of that location. And then after what she did after avenge her dog, I don't know if she worked there anymore or is she being hunted now? Maybe that's probably why she can't.
Because it's anyone who's associated with John Wick.
They're going
to die.
Yeah,
because of the bounty on him is so so high. It's skyrocketing.
Yeah.
In John Wick 4.
That damn inflation, man. That inflation. Well, let's go to